Hi everybody and welcome to Bishounen no Yobidashi. Today we will be talking about more of the seasonal stuff and talk about the Bishounen that had, have and have not caught our attention, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
There aren't that many Bishounen shows this season, so there will be 4 that we will be talking about. And I guess I kind of want to jump into it with Super Lovers.
Okay.
So we can get that out of the way and then discuss the other ones.
Okay, guys, we watched Super Lovers.
Yep.
That's the thing that we did.
And yeah, it happened. They don't have a nose. It's weird.
When I was doing the season preview with Pat and Cam, I was like, I already don't like this show because just the premise of it is like super creepy, super weird, and I have never found a Shonen Ai show that I've actually liked. Because they always get really weird at some point and a bit like rapey.
Yeah,
like,
cringy.
It's not what I want from like a romance show or whatever. And like every time someone's like, I can't believe they're making Super Lovers, why don't they make a good Shonen Ai? There's all this yaoi manga and no one's doing adaptations, and I'm just refused to believe that any of it exists.
Yeah. I believe that. I mean, I guess it exists more in manga form though, like the better ones, I guess. But they kind of want to shock people, so they always tend to pick out these Shonen Ai that are like cringy or whatever to show people, and I guess that's just how it goes. That's anime. But so far we've seen 4 episodes so far, and we just caught up with the last 2. And I do have to admit, it isn't as cringy as I thought it would be. I thought it would be much worse.
Yeah, so did I. That doesn't mean that I like this show particularly,
Yeah.
but it is a lot less molesty than I thought it was going to be.
Yep. It gives you those moments when you're like, oh no, it's gonna happen, something's gonna happen, and then it's just like a kiss or something like that, and you're like, oh, that wasn't as bad than I thought it would be. It's okay.
There was a really weird scene in episode, I want to say it was episode 4, where for some reason like the older brother was just like, oh, you're the best little brother ever, and then just like straight up kisses him, and the was like, what are you doing? And that made me feel a bit weird because I assumed none of that sort of stuff was going to happen until he was a lot older.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I'm assuming what the like resolution of this is going to be is that when the younger one gets to be 18 or whatever, and he can leave the family because he's adopted in.
Yeah.
He'll do that, and then they can be like a couple instead of brothers. And
yeah, I mean, they definitely hinted at us that the older brother and the younger brother are gonna stay together the whole time. And they're just living all together right now because the oldest guy wanted to, so I guess it's also cheaper for everyone. I don't know. This show is weird when it comes to the time skips. Let's talk about the time skips, how weird those are.
I don't understand the time skips. Like, there was one scene in episode 1, and I think it was like after the credits, that was super important.
Oh, yeah.
Which was where there was like this horrific car accident, and he ends up anime trope losing his memories and not remembering his little brother and whatever.
Yeah.
But if you hadn't seen that, you'd have no context as to what happened and why he doesn't remember this little boy. Like,
exactly. And now that you mention that, actually, I think because we were confused watching episode 4 because time changed again. Maybe
there was something after the credits.
Maybe we didn't watch like the credits afterwards. So I bet something happened afterwards, and we were probably like, this doesn't make sense because we didn't watch the credits.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, I didn't think about it, but then again, they kind of did explain it later on. Why there was like a year in between.
They didn't really explain it that well, because
no.
At the end of episode 3, he was like, oh, I'm in Canada now, and then at the start of episode 4, they were back in Japan for some reason, and it's like, oh.
And then their explanation was, we went back for the rice, because the little kid wanted to taste the new rice. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
and he
that's
graduated
what immigrating for,
stuff.
Apparently.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, so far, Super Lovers is, better. Oh yeah, I guess I can say better than I thought it would be. I do have to admit, like, the main character, his design, I love his design. He just looks really, really good. Yeah. And I think that's why it kind of keeps me watching as well, because I'm kind of curious what he is going to do. I think it's interesting that we have his backstory with him being in a host club and having that stalker and all of that stuff. Like, all those little things I think are interesting to have, because it's not only about the little boy and him. There's also the brothers and, like, his mom, who is a pain in the ass, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I kind of wish it wasn't a shonen ai. I kind of wish it was just a series about, like, two brothers that got adopted into this family, and you know, they're learning to get along, and he's being a big brother and he's cute and stuff, and I think I'd prefer that to it being like a straight up shonen ai.
Yeah, I agree. I would like that better as well, but it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I'm glad that it's only 10 episodes, because I think I'm already sort of like, my patience for it isn't great, but I can finish watching it if it's 10 episodes. If it was like 12 or 13, I think I'd be like, oh god, we've still got like this much more of it to go, but we've only got 6 episodes left, which makes me feel a little bit better about it. So
true. And also the fact that we're watching it together, it's easier to watch it together, because you can laugh about stupid stuff like the characters.
Where are the noses?
Yeah, they're why? Like, I didn't think about it for the first and the second episode. I don't think it was that bad, but I think especially the 4th episode, like, no one had noses, like, most of the time, like 90% of the time no one had a nose, and it was really weird to see. It's like they totally forgot about it.
No, it's like the in-between animators just couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
Didn't like, sometimes they didn't even have mouths.
Yeah.
And then there were some scenes where it was supposed to be like chibi versions of them or whatever, and they just didn't have eyes for some reason. Yeah. And I'm like, this is weird. Like, it's such a weird way to animate your show. Mm-hmm. And I do agree with you about Ren's design, though. No, not Ren's design, Haru's design. Yeah, because his design is like really, really nice. Uh-huh. And I assume they were going to bring up something more to do with his eyes, because they made a really, really big deal about his eyes in the first, like, episode or something.
Yeah, that's
and true. Then just never brought it up again.
Nope. For some reason they didn't.
And this is currently one of the best scoring things on from the season, apparently.
Yeah, that as well. Like, it has a 7.6 on Mal. I don't know why, because we said this before as well, like, it kind of seems boring at times as well. Not boring, like slow paced, I guess. Although they're going into time like super fast, it's weird. It's like you have like both of it.
Yeah, it's like it skips a bunch of stuff. Like, oh, that stuff's too boring and we've only got 10 episodes, we'll skip that. Yeah. We'll put this bit in, which is like super irrelevant. Like, let's have a dude, their landlord, just talk for a bunch of time.
Yeah.
When you really didn't need that to happen, I don't think.
No, that's true. I don't see the point of that either. It's just, it doesn't feel like enough, like something major is happening. I thought with the stalker, like, something even worse would happen, to be honest, because they were building it up. Yeah, they were like building it up, and it seems like so important for later, and I thought like something bad would happen to the kid, and he would rescue him, and something would happen between them, and blah blah blah, and no, I mean, didn't really happen.
Nope.
So, yeah.
I don't know whether she's going to come back later, because the whole, like, the way that they didn't call the police when she, like, broke into their house or whatever makes me think that there is a chance that she might come back. But it was so pointless. It was so pointless. I don't know.
It was pointless, because she was, like, trying to be like, oh, but I am like your brother, we have the same thing in common, and yeah, so, like, what is the point of you being there? So
I don't know. It was super weird.
It would have been different if he would have actually quit his job at the host club, because he would have a reason to, because that stuff with the stalker happened, but then he just goes back to his job, so
yeah, it was like the stuff with the stalker happens, he goes to Canada for a bit and then comes back and is immediately a host again. But I think with the opening sequence they're hinting pretty heavily that he's going to own a cafe at some point, and I have no idea like when that comes into play. Yeah. Because there's this like cafe that keeps appearing in the opening sequence called the White Fang or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that's about. I just don't know.
I don't get it either. I guess we'll see.
I don't think I've ever been so confused by the pacing of a show before. But
it's weird because the pacing is confusing and it's fast, but nothing is happening. So you're like, but like, what do we need to remember from the show to like keep watching it?
I don't know. It's weird. I don't know where the twin brothers come into it because I've got a feeling that all of them are gay. Like,
yes,
every single one of them, and I don't know.
I think so too. They hinted, well, probably hinted at that in the last episode, like, oh, we have terrible luck with girlfriends. It's like, okay, why are you mentioning this? Like, you're not the main characters.
Like, forget girls, we've got brothers. I guess.
Oh man,
I don't know. It's weird.
It's just also like looking at the voice actors. Like, there's a lot of really famous ones, like Mano Tomoaki, who is Haru. He is known for a lot of stuff, I'm sure. And then Matsuoka Yoshitsugu, I think, was... Shit. I hope he wasn't the guy in Star Mew, was he?
He looks like he could have been.
Yep. Oh, he was... Okay, no, he wasn't that important. It's fine. He was one of the rivals in Star Mew, that's fine. But,
okay.
But he was Soma in Shokugeki no Soma, though.
He was Kirito in Soma.
Yeah, and he was Kirito. What? Maybe this is why it's that high. I don't know.
Maybe that's why so many people are watching it. And the guy who voices Haru is the guy who voices Hack in Yona. That's why we know him.
Oh wait, no. You know who... Yoshitsugu, he's Yukimura Toru from Aoharu X Kanju.
Really?
Yeah. So he is voicing... Wait, is he... Oh, he's Aki.
Is he the asshole brother?
Yes.
Okay.
Without the glasses, yeah. That's him.
Weird as fuck show.
Yeah.
I can't say that I would go out of my way to recommend this either, to be honest.
I don't recommend it, because it's... Like, it's kind of boring, but you can laugh at stupid stuff, but it also has the little cringy moments, so... I don't know. I would skip it. I'm already watching it, so I'm gonna keep watching, but...
Yeah, I'll keep watching it, because we're watching it together, and it's fun to do that, but I think if I was watching it on my own, I would struggle with it.
Oh yeah, probably.
It's just a little bit too weird sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So I guess we can move on to another series since we've had enough of Super Lovers.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to talk about? Because I like all of the other ones.
Should we talk about Sakamoto desu ka?
Yeah.
I've only seen one episode of this, so my opinion is probably, like, really irrelevant. Because it had, like, a bunch of delays coming out.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Over here because of the earthquakes and stuff, so I've only had a chance to see one episode so far. I'll probably catch up on it at some point soon.
Yeah. I really, really like this show. It's like my favourite of the season.
You know, if this ends up being my favourite of the season, like, it's probably contested by another thing that we'll talk about later.
Okay.
That means that in the year of 2016, Dean will have had Studio Dean will have had really amazing shows 2 seasons in a row. Being, what's it called? Shogen Rokudeku Go Shinju, and then Sakamoto desu ka season afterwards. It's
crazy how good they're doing right now.
I'm confused. I'm conflicted. But I really enjoyed the first episode of this. I thought it was so funny, and
honestly,
I can imagine Sakamoto is probably going to be like one of your favorite characters.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Honestly, like, you've seen the first episode, but the other episodes are as funny as the first one, in my opinion. Even funnier. Like, I saw the last one now, and God, it's so good. I'm surprised how good it is, actually, because I thought, being used to comedy anime, like, oh, this is just gonna be, like, I don't know, fluffy comedy, but still, like, sarcastic sometimes and dry, but I didn't think it would be this dry. Like, the humor is really, really dry, and that's what I like about it. It's
I think my favorite thing from the first episode was so, like, the premise of this show, as far as I understand it, is, like, a bunch of dudes really don't like Sakamoto because he's, like, cool and suave and stuff. So they try and, like, embarrass him in really weird ways. My favorite bit was when they took his desk and chair, and he was like, I'll just sit in the window. He's like the most magnificent creature that ever existed.
Oh man, he's so, well, how do you call it, suave or whatever? Yeah. Like, oh, he's so fucking cool. Like, whatever they say in the opening of, like, before the song starts, it is true. Like, he is the coolest, and like no one can surpass him. Oh.
First year high school student Sakamoto isn't just cool, he's the coolest.
Yep. I have to be honest though, like his voice actor, never really heard of him before for Sakamoto. Let's have a look at him. And even for all of the other ones, like there's not one that is catching my eye. Like, oh, I know this one, except for Mano Tomoaki and the guy from Old Codex. Right. But otherwise, not really.
I'm trying to just see what he's been in, like, that I recognize him from. I know him from Diabolic Livers, but that's not a point in his favour. I mean... he was Lancer in Fate Zero.
Oh, okay.
Apparently he was Moth in Fire Emblem.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if, like, the game had a different voice actor to that one anime that happened a long time ago. Oh my god, he was in Samurai Deeper Kyo! Oh, okay.
What is that? I don't even
like
know.
A really, really old show that's not that good.
Oh, he was in Slam Dunk. Oh, he's Rukoa in Slam Dunk. Oh, that makes sense. But yeah, he's not known for, like, stuff that has aired recently.
He was Seto Kaiba in the sub of Yu-Gi-Oh! Therefore, he's cool.
No, he's the coolest. Because he's Sakamoto.
He's the coolest. No. Yeah, I can't say that I really recognise him from anything because it's either like really old stuff that I don't really like, or stuff that I've only watched dubbed rather. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's interesting, but I think his voice acting is done really, really well though for Sakamoto. It fits him perfectly.
Let's have a look at the director real quick.
Oh yeah.
He worked on Danshi Kokosen on Nichijou and Gintama. So.
Yes. See, that's why, because those two are like one of my favorite anime ever, and this is why this is gonna be my favorite of the season. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I won't blame you if it is your favorite of the season, because it's like even from the first episode, I can tell it's gonna be a really solid show, because I don't think there's much of a way that they could mess up that formula.
Yeah,
because it's like a slice of life comedy with like very particular sort of comedy, like the dry humor, like you said.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And
I really like
it so far. I like it so far. I'm gonna watch more of it soon.
Yay.
I'm excited.
There's only one Bishounen though in Sakamoto, and it is Sakamoto. So, like, for the rest of the guys, I don't care at all, because they just appear episodic.
Right, yeah.
Kinda. So you will see that in the other episodes. Like, there's always, like, other guys messing with him and stuff, so... And it always seems like, which I think is funny, the other characters, they always seem to be so much less attractive than Sakamoto-kun, and they definitely do it on purpose just to make him look like even cooler than he is already.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that must be intentional, because, like, wasn't there, like, in the first episode a guy that was, like, a model or something, and then the bee comes into the class and he, like... makes a complete idiot of himself because of this bee.
I thought that was so weird, because that was the blonde guy, and when I saw his face, I was like, oh, he's attractive, he's cool, and then you saw that he's actually not fat, but like he's chubby, and I'm like, what? But how? Like, it didn't make sense in proportion with his face, and I was like, why? Is this guy just a face model or something then? Because this doesn't make sense. But it's funny, like, I had to laugh about it, because the expressions on his face were great.
Such a weird show that I really can't wait to watch more of.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be like one of my shows of the season, if not my favourite one. So
yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree.
And it does give me that urge to go back to Daily Lives of High School Boys, because I started watching that a very long time ago.
Yep.
And so never finished it. And
I'm like, no. Ebbie!
It's gotten me in the mood for some more high school comedy and stuff, so maybe I'll go back to that at some point.
You should. I would even rewatch it with you, because I've seen it like 10 times already, but that's like the show that I can keep watching forever. It's so good.
We'll have to do that at some point. Maybe we'll do a Bishounen no Yobidashi episode on it as well.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That would be great. Okay. We can move on to the other one. we can talk about Tanaka-kun first, because I think we will have less to say about that than in Nijiirou days. Spoiler. Yes, we're going to talk about that. So, Tanaka-kun, the lazy boy in class who gets dragged with his best friend the whole time.
I fucking love this show. I think it's so good. It's
so sweet. Oh.
I think this is what will, like, contest Sakamoto Desuka for my favourite of the season, just because it's got a vibe to it that makes me feel really relaxed and really sleepy. And sometimes... Like, it's amazing that this show can make me feel as sleepy as Tanaka-kun always looks. But there's just something about this show, like the vibe that it gives off, that I just absolutely adore. I think it's amazing. I think it's honestly a really, really good show.
Yeah, it's really cute. And the animation really fits so well with it. Like, how they do it, how the colors are really, like, soft as well. And I love it. I really like it. I was afraid of the first episode being too much the same, because Tanaka-kun is not gonna change. I feel like it's gonna be the same until the end. Maybe he will be a little bit more active, or maybe a bit more respectful towards his best friend. I don't know, but I mean, I don't mind him being like this. And having seen 4 episodes now, or 3, I've seen 4 episodes, and it's not annoying me how he is, and I'm still liking the show. So
I just love Tanaka. I think his relationship with Ota, I thought was going to be, like, really weird. Like, he's trying to, like, get him to do more stuff, like, constantly all the time. But he's actually more of an enabler, I guess, because he's always like, oh, you're tired, guess I'll carry you. And, like, throws him over his shoulder and stuff. And I think that stuff is just too adorable.
It is. It's really cute. Also noticing that Tanaka-kun is voiced by Kuroko.
Yeah, you can't imagine a more perfect voice actor.
I know, right? That was it would have either been the Kuroko's voice actor or Haruhi's voice actor. Like, those two would have been perfect, but Oro Kensho is, like, slaying it. It's so good.
I do wish that like, Haru's voice actor got more work and stuff, but I can't be mad at the choice of Kensho Ono over Shimazaki Nobunaga for the role. Right? Yeah. It's just so perfect.
It is.
So perfect.
Do you know who Ota is?
No, I don't.
It's Tengenshi Kakeru from Star Mew.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I really love this show, and I can't explain why, because it's so chill and not a lot happens, and I totally get if you don't like slice of life shows that this isn't going to be for you. But so far, it's my favourite thing that I've watched this season. Mm-hmm. I think it just tops Sakamoto for me.
Okay. I can see why, though, because this one is super, super cute. It really, like, the art reminds me of 2 Week Friends. I don't know if you've seen that.
I never saw it, no.
But it kind of has, like, the same kind of art where it's, like, really soft, and it looks almost, like, hand-drawn, like, everything. Like, you can actually tell. And I like it.
It's a really, really good show. I do like the artwork as well, like you said. Like, it just feels, all of it feels just really fluffy and nice, I guess.
Yeah.
And I decided that I was going to make this my bedtime show, so whenever I've got problems sleeping, I'm just going to watch an episode of Tanaka-kun, and then...
I think that's a good idea, because I watched it this afternoon, and I was watching it, and I was like, I was feeling bad of, like, being lazy, but then I watched it and I was like, I don't need to feel bad. Look at Tanaka-kun.
I want to be friends with him. I want him to, like, enable me to be always listless, I guess.
I want to be friends with Ota. Like, Ota seems like the perfect best friend for him.
Because he's so opposite to him as well. And there was that episode where, like, I think it was Tanaka, like, had toothache. And he was
it was him, yeah. Because he stayed at school.
And just, like, the faces he was pulling, and the fact that his friend was like, oh my god, there's something wrong with him, like, I don't know what to do, like, just all of that sort of made me feel really happy. And the fact that this is a Silverlink show that I actually like is really surprising to me, because everything I've ever seen by them I've hated.
Really?
Yeah, so I haven't seen Backer and Test, to put that out there.
Okay.
But I saw It's Your Guy's Fault I Don't Have Any Friends.
Right, yeah.
I don't remember the abbreviation of that title because it's got like a super long light novel title.
Watashi ga blah blah, yeah, that one.
Wait, what? I need to find out what it's...
Is it Watamote? No,
Yes, it is Watamote. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I've seen C Cubed, which was quite easily one of the worst shows I've ever seen in my life.
Uh-oh.
No Rin was also really, really bad. That was from a couple of years ago.
No Rin, yeah. I actually heard that was okay, but...
I really didn't like it. Because it was just like boob jokes, the anime, and I'm like, oh, I'm not really into this.
Alright.
I think that's about it, because, you know, they just make a lot of stuff that I'm not really interested in to start off with. So I was, like, really skeptical going into this, because it's not even that I didn't just dislike what I'd seen from them a little bit. It was like, I straight up hated most of the shows that I've seen from them. Yeah. And I was really surprised by how much I like this, because I went into it super, super skeptical, and I just love it. I love it. I think it's great.
That's great. Well, for me now, watching what series they have done, I like Baka and Test, so I've seen like the first season of that. The one that I like the most that I didn't know was done by them is Kokoro Connect. So
yeah, I haven't seen that one either.
That one is actually really good. I really enjoyed that one. But like when I look at the rest of all of the anime that they've done, there's so much like the typical cute faces and the art is all the same. And if you then look at Tanaka-kun, it's completely different from what they've done.
Yeah, which is, I guess maybe that's why I appreciate it, because they do tend to have a lot of shows that are like, cute girls do cute things, or cute girls try to do comedy stuff. Like, that was what Norin was. And I feel like that's probably why I didn't like Norin, because a lot of its comedy was just like really referential, and you had to know what it was referencing to get a chuckle out of it.
Right, okay.
And I didn't like it. It wasn't great. But this, great show. I love it, and I'm really, really happy. So,
yay, Tanaka-kun is great. So we definitely recommend you guys watching Tanaka-kun, because it is super cute.
I was surprised by how much I ended up enjoying it, because the first episode I was genuinely like falling asleep in my chair, because it gave me that sort of vibe or whatever.
Yeah.
But then I was like, that was super relaxing, because I feel like to get the most out of anime sometimes I have to pay attention, like 100% have to pay attention, because you know, you're reading subtitles, you're checking what's going on the screen, and you need to pay attention if it's got like one of those super contrived deep plots. But this one's just like, yeah, it's a guy who likes to sleep in class and his friend carries him home sometimes.
That's basically the first episode,
yeah. I love it. I love it so much.
Yep. And then, last but not least, we want to talk about Nijiirou Days, because we haven't talked enough about Nijiirou Days before. I think we mentioned it a few times before, but never really, like, in depth kind of talked about it.
I think the last time we talked about it, we were like, there's this one brown-haired guy called Keiichi, and he's like the super normal one of the group. So that's how long ago it was.
Yeah, I think it was the first impressions for when it started airing. So this one started airing like last season. So it's still going on. It has 24 episodes, so now we're at episode 16. And so far it's great. Like, I have nothing bad to say about the show. I'm loving it, and it's kind of our go-to after we've watched terrible shows like
we're
Super
like,
Lovers.
Right, we've watched Super Lovers, shall we watch Nijiirou Days to make life a little bit better now?
And then we're sad when Nijiirou Days is over, because
every time the episodes end, I'm like, oh, I wanted to watch more of it, because I was getting really invested, and then I forget about it for a couple of weeks, and then like it's sort of like a cycle, because we watch like 2 episodes at once usually.
Yes.
And it's just such a chill show, but at the same time it has stuff going on, so it's not like Tanaka-kun.
No.
It's like, you can chill out and watch this, but it's mostly about like romance and, you know, comedy sometimes, and relationships, and it's got a lot of like stuff going on in there basically. I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of the most underrated things so far, because this has a lower score on my anime list than Super Lovers does, and that upsets me. Genuinely upsets me.
Yep, that's true. I thought more people would watch this one as well, actually, but apparently not. I think people kind of skipped on it because it is a short and it is in the short list when it's actually 13 minutes per episode.
Yeah, because when this was starting, I was assuming it's going to be like 5-minute episodes, and every time I watch a 5-minute show, unless it's like Wusa, I get so little out of it.
Yeah.
So I was like super skeptical, and then we were like, oh, it's like a half-length episode. Okay, fair enough. And I'm so invested in like all of the characters.
Yep.
And I think I'm going to be really sad when this one eventually finishes because it's been around for so long already. I'm not ready to see it go, really.
Yep, that's true. And I'm also like kind of fearing that we won't see everything because like people mentioned that we won't see everything from Keiichi, his arc. Well, he's like my favorite. Like I really like Keiichi. And I'm also kind of fearing that we won't see how Matsun will end up with the tsundere girl.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know.
I really wish that this was full episodes.
Yeah.
It's not, like, detrimental to it, I don't think, but I feel like at some point they're gonna have to, like, there are OVAs coming out in the future, but I feel like OVAs are gonna be the way that it finishes its thing. Because I'm assuming the end goal is for all of them to, like, get a girlfriend, and...
Yeah, I think so, too.
I don't foresee that happening with all of them in, like, 8 episodes we have left now, so...
Yeah, and then again, like, it could happen because they're kind of in the middle of Matsun and his girl, and then Keiichi and his girl, but still, if it will end with that, we won't really see them enjoying their time together, because they will kind of force them to all be together and at the end.
Yeah.
So, I really hope that won't happen, but I see there's, like, an OVA and special already planned, so...
Hopefully
I don't know
what
that... Yeah.
Like, I just want it to end so I don't feel like... You know, like every romance anime that ever ended ever, where it's like, well, what happens next?
Yeah. I feel like I will want to just buy the manga instead, because it's still publishing, so I'm pretty sure it won't be finished. So...
Damn it.
Yeah.
If the manga has, like, an English release at any point, I'll buy it for sure.
Oh yeah, me too. And then again, I'm thinking, like, it might not have a good score on MAL, but it might do good in Japan, and it might get a second season. Who knows?
That would be nice, because I feel like the people who really, really like this show really do like it, and the people who don't really like it are more indifferent than anything else. Like, I don't know anyone who's like, this show is trash because of these reasons, because it's got, like, the comedy is subjective anyway.
Yeah.
And this one has a ton of comedy going off, and sometimes it's funny and sometimes it just misses the mark a little bit for me, but that doesn't, like, ruin my experience with it, I guess.
Yeah, but it also kind of depends on the character trope for you, I feel like, because it's more like when the purple-haired girl, I always forget her name, when she tries to be funny, it might come off as Mari. Yeah, it might come off as, like, annoying to people because it's always the same thing and always about her problems and always, like, especially the last few episodes have been around her.
Yeah, I think she's probably my least favourite thing about the show, because I don't really like tsundere archetype characters, to be honest. I'm more of like either this character makes me laugh or they have to be like a kudere or something. Yeah. It's like never tsundere characters that I like. Apart from in Dandelion. Because Jiwoo is like the tsundere and I love him, so...
Then again, I feel like female and male tsundere are very different from each other sometimes, so... And this one isn't afraid to show it. Like, it's always about her. She's always sad or mad, or she doesn't know how to deal with her feelings. And I mean, for me, it's fine to a point where Matsun comes into it. Like, when he gets into it and he tries to talk to her and there's funny moments between them, I'm fine with her. It's just the moment where she is asking for attention and goes to... what's her Anna the whole time, and she's like, oh, Anna the whole time, then I'm kind of like done with her as well.
Yeah, my main problem isn't like her as a character, it's how she like inserts herself into situations with Anna and Natsuki, because I really want those two to get together, and I feel like that's not going to happen until Mari and Matsun end up together.
Yeah, because they kind of, like, went away from Natsuki and Anna for a while now. Like, it's not that much about them anymore. They're kind of more focusing about the other ones.
Yeah, the last episode that I feel like it was actually about them is where they were at the theme park.
Yeah.
Which was, 4 episodes ago now or something?
Yeah,
4 episodes?
4 episodes, something like that. So, it's been a while.
I do love the show, though. Like, it sounds like I'm complaining about all this stuff.
Oh, no,
really
no.
Not.
No. The only bad thing is that it's not 24 episodes and that we will probably not see the end. But it is still, like, really good. And Mari is only annoying when... She's not that much annoying. It's just...
In certain situations, I'm like, piss off.
Yeah. Because it's not that I hate her. Like, I don't hate the character. It's just that sometimes it's better if she's not there. But that doesn't mean I hate her. Like, I do really enjoy the moments with her and Matsun, because I do ship them together, and I think they would actually be a good couple if she kind of goes his way.
Stopped being tsundere as fuck.
Yeah.
But, yeah... Other than that, for this show, I think Tsuyoshi and his girlfriend are, like, my ideal relationship, where they're like, well, let's cosplay together, and we'll play games together and stuff. It's really, really cute, because he's, like, so quiet and stuff, but then he's really sweet when they're alone and stuff. I like it.
I like it. I like her a lot, because she's so energetic and happy, and she just goes for whatever she wants to do, and she has these little names for everyone, and she calls them, like, Tsuyoponu and all. It's cute. They're really, like, perfect together. I like it.
They're just, like, complete opposites, but it's, like, in a way that balances them out, so his calmness, like, balances out her, like, over-the-top energy.
Yeah.
And, like, a bit the other way as well, so her like energy balances out his non-energy and calm nature, I guess. It's just like so well written. I really love this show. I really do.
Yep. They're really nice together as well. And then most recently, Keiichi and Matsun's sister.
Yes. Oh my god, the last episode.
God. Oh. Yeah. They're so
I don't want to say
interesting.
anything just in case no one's seen it, but oh my god.
It's interesting. Knowing Keiichi has a whip with him the whole time makes him just the most interesting character to me, because he's so special, and he's so afraid of finding a girlfriend who would be okay with him being this weird.
There was that one episode where like someone confessed to him and he's like, are you okay with me like whipping you
like
or
SM?
Whatever? Yeah, do you like SM and stuff? And she was like, never mind, I take it all back, see you later. And it made me feel a bit bad for him, because...
Yeah, because he was like, I'm used to this, like, I knew she would react like this, and I'm like, aw.
No one should kink shame. Don't kink shame the guy. But
yeah, because he's so sweet, though.
He is really sweet, but then he's got, like, that other personality where he's, like, complete... he's the saddest. Extreme... Always smiling, but is an extreme sadist, sadist, whatever you want to call it. Carries around a portable whip. He's the best. Yep. He's voiced by Nobunaga Shimazaki as well. And I bring this up every time I talk about this show, but I've never been able to tell that he is Haru's voice actor. Like,
I know.
Maybe once. But, like, the range on this guy is way more impressive than I thought it was going to be honest.
Yep, true. We were so shocked when we found out it was Haru's voice actor.
I assumed he'd be voicing... What's it called?
What?
Tsuyupon.
Oh, Tsuyupon.
I assumed that would be him.
Oh yeah, that would definitely be like him.
It's really, really not like him.
But then again, he's doing such a good job as Keiichi does, so...
It makes me feel, like, maybe quite positive for his future. Because I didn't, like, the one thing that I didn't want for him to be was typecast into, like, the Kudere sort of Haru role. And it feels like he's just completely broken away from that and done something completely different.
Mm.
Oh my god, he's the main character in Shonen Maid! I have to watch Shonen Maid now! Yeah.
What?
He's Maraka Takatori.
Oh wait, but that's the...
Is that the uncle?
Yeah, that's the blonde guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the uncle. Oh, he's adorable though. I really like him.
Well, now I've got to watch Bishounen Maid. I didn't want any more shows to watch this season.
But you could easily watch it when it's done, because I think it will be a quick watch, honestly.
Is it only going to be 12 episodes?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because it's like, it's one 13, of those like typical comedy but cute kind of shows, I guess.
Like pretty much every other show that I'm enjoying this season, so...
I guess, yeah. But it's still different. It's more like the typical anime, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. That sounds weird. But, I don't know. I don't even know if you will like it, because, talking about Bishounen Maid now, the relationship between the uncle and the main character, the kid, they don't really know each other, but for some reason, Madoka, like the guy, is really crazy about the kid and really, really loves the kid.
I feel like if it's done in like not a yaoi way and more in a comedy way, I might get more enjoyment out of that than Super Lovers.
Oh
like,
no, for sure. Yeah, you will definitely like it more than Super Lovers, because it's not that creepy way. It's actually, the funny way that they do it in anime, where the kid will also be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah, okay.
So it's not creepy at all, and it's just funny. But I really like his character. Actually, I like the uncle more than the main character itself. So
okay, I might have to just maybe dip my toes into some Bishounen Maid over the next couple of weeks just to see what happens. But other than that, I don't know that there is much to talk about from this season, because it's like full of shows, but none of them are like super bishy shows that we're super into or whatever. Like, I'm watching tons this season, but none of it's really relevant.
Yeah, exactly. But for the ones that we have checked, except for Super Lovers, I guess we do recommend all of them, and I think they're pretty good so far.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad about that.
I agree with that. I would agree. It's been a good season so far, so hopefully it continues to be good.
Like, I would rather have like 3 good comedy shows than like 3 Bishounen visual novel kind of shows that suck, because that happens a lot.
Yep. Although they did announce that there's going to be an Oz Mafia anime, which I'm super interested in, because that game just launched in English, so it's like a game that we actually have the chance to play before the anime comes out.
Wow.
Super into that. So.
That's good news. It would be nice if we could actually play it before, because I think that would be an interesting right now. Way. Oh, okay.
Which is nice, because then I don't have to like set up consoles to play it and stuff, which is always like the case. It's like, I could play that before the anime comes out, but I'd have to buy a PS Vita or something. So that's quite nice.
Okay, that's true. Alright, well, I guess that's kind of the stuff that we wanted to talk about then for this episode. And I think the next episode will be a surprise, because we kind of need to like...
It could be about anything, who knows?
Yeah, it could be anything.
Apart from Super Lovers, that one's probably average at best.
I mean, if you want to shonen now, you can watch Super Lovers. Like, it's not that bad, but yeah. Don't do it.
Watch something else.
Yeah, watch Tanaka-kun instead.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.